Alright, everyone, welcome to episode number 85 of Everyday Thoughts. This is going to be a very conversation based episode, and not in the sense that you are the one talking, but that kind of doesn't make sense, does it? Since you're in a conversation and the conversation consists of two people talking. But does it? If you want to become a better conversationalist, there is one thing you absolutely have to do, which will basically make you seem to other people like you're a great conversationalist, even if you almost don't talk. And what is that? Listening carefully. I'm going to repeat that. Listening carefully. Listening carefully is the absolute best thing you can do in a conversation, period. You can talk, yes, talk about things that other people are interested in, or talk about their interests, but the best thing you can do is just listen. And here's why. So, starting off, most people want to talk about their own achievements, boast their egos. Doesn't have to be that, just telling you, but most of the time people like to talk about themselves. Why is that? Well, we all are interested mostly in ourselves. We are the most important person to ourselves. No shit. That sounds like common sense. But that also is the case for conversations. So people are more worried about their wants and their problems than they are worried about your problems and your wants. So the best thing and the most interesting for them is talking about their own wants and problems. That is absolutely not a problem if you know that. It can be quite fucking annoying if you have somebody just talking about themselves, but that will make you seem like a far more interesting and good conversationalist, even as I already said, you aren't really saying anything. But just sitting there and listening won't do the trick, because at a certain point people will just most likely catch on and be like, oh wait, he isn't saying absolutely anything, I get no reaction, there's no point in talking to him, he doesn't seem even slightly interested in what I'm talking about. So what we're gonna do is actively listen. And active listening is basically one of the best compliments you can give to another person, because it's signaling that the other person can just keep on talking, which will just, first of all, it's beneficial for you because they will reveal quite a lot about themselves, and second of all, it will make them like you a lot, since they can feel free around you. And the best way you can do that active listening is by actively encouraging the other person to keep on talking. So asking them questions about certain scenarios. When I'm saying listening, I'm genuinely saying listen. Don't just sit there and half present, just let it flow by. No, genuinely sit there and be interested. Because you're actually interested, if you're actually interested and you show them that, they're gonna tell you more and more and more. And a other person that you meet can always teach you something that you don't know. So listening will also, on the other hand, make the other person like you more. But as well, it will make you know more about them and know more overall, because that is a very simple and fast way to gain knowledge. Basically, what you're doing right now is just listening to me talk. If you're listening to this, I appreciate it, but that is basically the same thing, if I'd say so. Then, a lot of times, this I found especially true with friends, is when it comes to problems, a lot of the times when people want to talk about their problems, they don't actually want advice. What they just want is somebody to actively listen and to appreciate their thoughts, and they will most likely already know the solution, but by telling you their problems, they're just confirming that solution and getting to a even better solution and sticking to that. So the chance of you actually contributing, if you're trying to change their mind, to them changing their mind, isn't as high as you probably think. While they still might be actively looking for your advice, try letting them talk into themselves, and they will most likely find a solution either way. There is a reason that you have therapeutic conversations where what is the psychologist or psychiatrist doing? Well, they're listening and asking you questions. And what does that what does that do with you? Well, you finally figure out about your feelings, and you figure out solutions for problems. So you are basically doing the most work, yet you aren't doing it on your own fully. And that is the whole point of listening. You are helping somebody else do something that they are deeply interested about because it's themselves, and you're playing an active role in that. So I find that extremely interesting. Then, the last two things I want to talk about is, first of all, having fun while doing things. Having fun while doing things will make you far more likely, like extreme amounts of more likely. I don't know if that's a genuine English sentence. Don't question it. It's 7 minutes into the video. Don't question it. It's far more likely to make you succeed in the endeavor or whatever that you're currently in, because you're actually having fun doing it. So when it comes to also making friends, well, what's the easiest way to do that? To smile. And what do you do when you smile? You're having fun. So smiling and having fun is like sort of the master recipe when it comes to social interactions, but also when it comes to a lot of different things. Just smiling and genuinely enjoying what you're doing will make things far more bearable, and you far more likely of succeeding. And ending off the video, I would like to give a quick note to myself and maybe even to you, because I feel like I need it. How you do almost everything or most things, or your attitude to most things, reflects on your attitude and your doing of almost all other things. So if you're actually going quite hard in most things and you're genuinely disciplined, etc., the likelihood of you being the exact same when it comes to other things as well is far more likely, or is extremely likely. But on the other hand, if you're kind of just slacking by doing something, well, the likelihood of you just slacking by and doing something in other things is not unlikely. So try to do most things with 100% intent. And on that note, I thank you for watching this video, and I will see you next time.